Parents, what's the craziest thing your child has ever said? My son, Jonah, was 5 when he told me his other family used to live in the blue house down the road. It was a strange thing to say, but kids say strange things. I laughed and asked what he meant. He got serious, like only a little kid can when they're sure of something, and said, "Before you were my mommy, I lived there with my other mommy and daddy. But then there was a fire and I had to come here." I paused. We'd lived in the neighborhood for 2 years. The house he pointed to was 3 doors down. It had been on the market when we moved in, then bought by an older couple from out of state. As far as I knew, there had never been a fire. I chalked it up to imagination and let it go. But Jonah kept talking about it, randomly, in the bath, in the car, at bedtime. We had a dog named Bingo. He was brown and he slept under my bed. My other daddy had a beard like Uncle Jeff, but he was mean sometimes. I miss the bunk beds. I'd never shown Jonah pictures of bunk beds. He had a regular twin with race car sheets. One day, while walking to the park, we passed the blue house again. Jonah stopped and stared. The older couple who lived there now were outside watering plants. Jonah waved politely, but as soon as we passed, he whispered, "That's not them. That's not who used to live there." Later that night, after he fell asleep, I searched Fire Blue House with our town name. To my surprise, I found a local article from 8 years ago, "House fire on our street. A young couple and their 5-year-old son died in the blaze. No survivors." The address matched. It was the same blue house. I didn't sleep that night. I stared at Jonah while he slept, wondering how he could have known. He'd never even seen a newspaper, didn't know how to read yet. The names in the article didn't ring any bells. No relatives or family connection. I didn't recognize the faces. The next morning, I gently asked Jonah if he remembered what happened in the fire. He shrugged, spooning cereal into his mouth, and said, "I woke up in the smoke. My other mommy screamed and then I couldn't breathe. Then I was here." I told my husband. He laughed nervously, but I could see the color drain from his face when I showed him the article. We agreed not to bring it up again. Weeks passed. The story stopped. Jonah went back to talking about dinosaurs and cartoons. But sometimes when we drive past that house, he still gets quiet. Once, he looked out the window and whispered, "I'm glad it's not on fire and he doesn't remember any of it." I asked him once if he remembered saying those things. He laughed, confused. "Why would I say that? I've always lived here." Maybe it was imagination. But every time I pass that house, I think about the brown dog named Bingo, the bunk beds, and a little boy who said goodbye to one family and came home to another.